family. What's good with you? It's your boy 2A in LA, and as always, fam, anything I say in this episode, prior episodes, and future episodes, it's just my personal opinion. Don't take it as fact. Don't take it as law. Always do your own homework and come up with your own conclusions. Right about now, fam, I should go ahead and tap that like button for your boy. If you're new to the channel, I want to say welcome. Come on in. You can join the congregation by smashing that subscribe button and requesting all post notifications. And if you are an existing supporter of this channel, fam, I appreciate you more than you could possibly imagine. You are the reason this channel is anything. All right, let's get it rolling. Look, fam, we got another one. We have another battle of the Titans, fam. A lot of times, and let me just say, what I'm trying to do when I put these guns head to head, a lot of people out there are not going to be able to buy multiple firearms in the same class. A lot of times, maybe they're only going to have one 2011, or maybe they're going to only have one kind of high-end 2011, or one mid-tier, or one low-tier 2011. What I'm trying to do is give you guys a sense of if you're considering both of these guns, what are the factors? What should you be considering? Which one kind of, in my humble opinion, is the best of the two? So that's what this is about. And so I put a lot of thought into these pairings. I want the pairings to be, the guns to be equally yoked. You're not going to see me compare Atlas Artemis to a Glock 17 and say which one is better. That's just silly, right? So I'm trying to find guns that are kind of comparably priced, with comparable quality, and kind of talking through them. So the two guns we have today are the Laugo Arms Alien, which, as you can see, fam, is just a spectacular firearm. And the other gun is the Atlas Artemis. Look, fam, if I've said it once, I've said it 1,000 times. Atlas really knows what they're doing when it comes to this gun. So look, I have done full reviews on both these guns, and if you haven't seen them, you should definitely go back and check them out, because I get really granular kind of in all the aspects of the gun. This is not meant to be a review. This is more to be a comparison between the two, kind of head to head, how the two stack up with one another. So I'm going to start with the Alien. Look, fam, when it comes to the Alien, I think it is really appropriately named. What I love about this gun, more than how it shoots or anything else, is really the innovation that went into the firearm. Aesthetically, it looks like something from outer space, and so the name really is apropos from that perspective. But also, fam, kind of, it's an alien relative to the other guns in the marketplace. It kind of takes a lot of the conventional wisdom that gun manufacturers have been, kind of utilizing for years, and kind of throws caution to the wind and steps out there. And I appreciate that. We always complain about, how Glock as an additional serration, and they're like, check out the new Glock, right? And it's the same as every other Glock, right? But no, Alien, Laugo Arms really did their thing in coming up with the Alien. So let me just kind of walk through this. First of all, the gun has an incredibly low bore axis. Look how low that barrel sits, right? And what's also incredible is that your sight line never moves. When the gun reciprocates, it goes back and forth like this, right? But you see the top of the gun never moves. That the optic never moves. And so again, the fact that it has the lowest bore axis out there, the fact that your sight line stays where it is, the recoil effect is kind of unlike any other gun that I've ever shot. It doesn't shoot soft like Staccato XC or a Phoenix Trinity H-Tag. It doesn't shoot soft like a gun where that is integrally comped or a gun that is ported. It doesn't have that feel. It has a real recoil feel, but because the bore axis is so low and because your sight line never moves, it allows you, the recoil is straight back. Instead of up and down, the recoil is straight back. And that allows that dot never leaves your window when you're firing. So it shoots incredibly flat. And not only does it shoot flat, fam, look. This trigger in this gun is special, y'all. It's special. Look, it's got the safety on it. You're at the wall. You're at the wall. Right? Once the safety is engaged, you're at the wall. Clear defined wall. Crisp, clean break. Look at the reset. Bam. So when you partner this low bore axis with the sight line that never changes with an incredible trigger, what you have is a very fast gun. So I'll put some video footage up there of me shooting this. But I gotta say, fam, one of the most accurate guns in my collection. It was really unique. It is something that had been on my Grail gun list for a while. I thought I wouldn't get one out here in California because it's not on the gun roster. It's already an expensive gun, but because it's not on the gun roster, the markup is incredible. You see these trading out here in California for 12 grand plus. No joke. No joke. 12, and I just wasn't going to pay that price tag, even though I thought the gun would probably be phenomenal. Well, I got the opportunity. I found a really class act seller who wasn't trying to rake you over the coals for every dollar that you could get. He had got the gun at regular MSRP, and so he wasn't trying to kill me. So because I found a reasonably priced option, I picked it up, and I don't regret it. This is a gun that, you know, for the unforeseeable future is going to remain in my collection just because of how great a shooter it is and how unique the firearm is. All right, let's jump into the Atlas Artemis. Look, fam, this gun was the surprise gun in my collection. I really, to be honest with you, really wasn't intending on buying an Artemis. As you guys know, I have the Artemis. I have said many, many times that that is the best shooting pistol, not only in my collection, in my opinion, arguably the best 2011 pistol available on the marketplace. And so I already had the Artemis. I already had the Nix. I figured, you know, do I need the Artemis? Probably not. My good friend, Team Blacksmith, has an Artemis. I believe his is in 40 cal though, and he raved about it. And so when this came into my guys at Covert Shop, it was tempting, fam. It was very tempting. A lot of guns that I had on order hadn't come in yet, and I was like, okay, cool, I'll pick it up. I'll pick it up. You know, it's Atlas. Atlas does an incredible job in terms of the quality of their construction. The slide is buttery smooth. Nobody makes a better trigger than Atlas. You're right at the wall. Very little take up. Clear defined wall. Crisp clean break. Reset is insane. It's got that sight block, as you can see on the front. Chrome barrel. Look, fam, this gun is, it's a good looking gun, well constructed gun. And so if you're considering the Artemis, it gets my full recommendation. Of course, like I said, I've done a detailed review on the Artemis and the Alien that you guys can go back and check out. But here is where the Artemis surprised me. And I don't know why, guys. I don't know. I guess my expectations were not really high. I figured it would be good. The same way my Nix is a great shooting gun, right? But I figured it would be kind of along the lines of the Nix, you know, right around there. I didn't think it would be comparable to the Artemis. And then I took it to the range for the first time. And fam, I was shocked. This gun is a tack driver. It is so accurate. It is fast. It feels great in the hand. It's really well weighted. Most Atlas guns are, but this gun really caught me by surprise. I was amazed at how good a shooter it was. And then when you pair it with the Attribution RMR HD, which in my opinion is the best optic out there. Look, I know it's hard to find these, and I know even when you find them, it is a pretty penny, but it's worth it, y'all. This is if they were available and I could afford it, I'd put an RMR HD on every 2011 I have. That's how much I love this optic. So I paired the surprise of the century gun with in my opinion, the best optic out there on the market right now. And man, oh man, fam, it is, whoo, this gun shoots incredibly. So I put some footage up there of me shooting this as well. But fam, yeah, this gun caught me off guard, and I'm rarely caught flat-footed in terms of my expectations with a firearm. But because it was a kind of afterthought purchase, I hadn't really planned it out. I just kind of trusted my guys at Covert, trusted the research or what I'd heard about the gun going in. It was more of an impulse buy than a strategic buy. And just so you guys know, I'd say, 99% of all my purchases are strategic. I plan them out well in advance. I do my homework, research them, order them. Rarely do I just walk into a gun store and say, "Oh, let me have that." I'm not that guy. I'm analytical. My job is very analytical, so I'm more of an analytical, taking more of an analytical approach to everything. So this one really caught me off guard, and I gotta say, it's one of my favorite guns in my collection. It's definitely one of the best shooting guns in my collection. It's one of the very few guns who has scored a 90 or more on my rating system. And given the amount of guns that I have, I can count the ones that are 90 and above in my rating system with one hand, less than one hand actually. So yeah, the Artemis is amazing. Okay, so we have conceded that both of these guns are amazing, right? But which one is better? If it's you and you're spending your hard-earned dough, and I'll put up the MSRPs of both of these guns up there. If it's you and you're spending your hard-earned dough and you want, a gun that is competition worthy, which one should you buy? Well, I'm not going to tell you which one you should buy. I'll tell you that obviously I couldn't decide, so I bought both. So I'll say that. But if I could only have one of the two, I think that's what it comes down to. If I could only have one of the two, which one of these bad boys would I get? Fam, I don't know if we've had a closer head-to-head competition. These guns are so similarly priced, and they both are amazing shooter. But if I can only choose one, fam, it's the Artemis, y'all. Atlas just does their thing time and time again. Can't go wrong with this bad boy right here. Love the Artemis. All right, so that's it for this episode, fam. Until next time, as always, I want you guys to take care of one another, and peace.